But we are interestingly in a world now where I believe that people have no ideas. You see, people are like this. People are, back in the days. Let me not show you something that is confidential. Okay, this is some French documents. I went to do my new passport and new ID. So people used to be like this back in the days. This is a person. This is what they have in their head, ideas, and they believe stuff. So when they meet somebody else, they meet another person that also has ideas, and they exchange conversation. They talk. Oh, I think this, I think that. Maybe they disagree, or maybe both of their ideas. They exchange information. But people in the world today, they are like this. They have nothing in their head. So they go on social media every day, and they go on channels like this one, and they look for things to think. They look for opinions. They go on Twitter. They wake up, they're like, what could I be pissed about today? And they go on Twitter. So, see, let me show you how they do. They wake up in the morning. And they go on Twitter. And they look. They look for something. Then they look here on the side. What's going on? What are they talking about? Oh, Ukraine trending. Let's go. They click, and now they look. They're waiting for something, and then they find something. And then they start tweeting. And look, boom, 5,000 comments, 2,000 retweets, and then boom, they come. And they're all here and there's nothing wrong about people having opinions. There's nothing wrong about people feeling something about something that is happening and a war that is happening. It's just that we are now in a world where not only people don't come with their opinions, they come with no opinion, and they come and they just get themselves in the mob, and they just go crazy. And if anybody disagree, then they arrive by the thousands, and they've been taught to believe that words can kill people. And don't come to me with the semantics. I understand that people can say stuff that would lead people to believe that they can do something, and they will do something and harm somebody. I understand that. I understand, but at a point, calm down. Not everything we say, because if not, you start using those words in a way of, because words can kill, that you cannot talk. Because we don't want you to talk, we're removing you from platforms. Damu, what up, brother? Master Electronic, what up, brother? I'll try. I mean, people these days are not rooted in anything. Thank you. They sway with the wind and want to react always. And listen, this is a drug. You have to understand. We told about this before. There's something called the endorphin. It's a drug that is released by your body your glandulas release endorphin, and it feels like this moment of adrenaline and endorphin, and you feel it, you feel something, right? And that's something you feel, you only feel it at that moment when you have that Twitter rage, that this moment when you feel like you're part of something and everybody agree with you. You tweet something and all of a sudden you have 2,000 retweets. You're like, you see what I mean? And the problem with that feeling is that it's a feeling that leaves your body. It doesn't stay like this. So once it's over, you have a down. I mean, I don't do drugs, never did. But what I heard is that when you take drugs, you have the moment where you go high, then you I guess you stay high, but then you go down. And apparently some people, they get depressed when they go down. And now they need for the next dopamine hit. They're like, what up, Dahlia? So they start waking up every day looking for the dopamine hit. I need my shot of dopamine. And the problem is with the internet, imagine to have these conversations back in the days. So me coming to you all around the world from my living room in this quality with this sound, music in the back, the whole thing. It used to cost 50,000 per day. Today, anybody can do it. Anybody can take the camera they have, case by Shada. Everybody can take the camera they have in their pocket, put it like this, and start filming themselves. And you can go to Instagram, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Rumble, you can go to Twitter, you can go anywhere, and you can express your opinions to the 5 people who are looking at you that might one day become 1,000 people, 1 million people. And the people who control the media are people that used to have control of that situation. Meaning that when it was time to watch the news at 8 p.m., the whole family would sit at the sofa and they would watch the news. And they would either watch the news from, I remember when I was a kid in Paris at 8 p.m., it was time for the news. And after the news, it was some comic show called Colaro Show, I think. And after that, there was this series. There was Dallas. And the whole family. And after Dallas, time to go to bed, kids. So at 8, there would be dinner and we would watch the news. And the guy who was telling the news was telling the truth. This is what's happening in the world. This is something happened there. There's a bomb there. There's a terrorist there. This person gave birth. Queen Elizabeth did this. Show a little bit of what's happening in the city, in the country, in the international. And at 8:30, see you tomorrow with more news of the world. And the Americans perfected with CNN, a news network where the news coming from them and the truth coming from them was going to the whole world, because only CNN had access to everybody. They had access to, I think, 3 billion people, because they were in every hotel, every airport, everywhere you would go. And like, you arrive in Germany, you don't speak German, you go, you click, there's always going to be CNN. And so everybody got used to being the voice of the truth. And the companies that fund these people were very happy, because if I'm trying to sell people a pill, or I want to sell people this medicine, I just need to have the people on CNN between every 5 minutes. I put my ad for this, and hey, I could even say, oh, there's a big problem and the only solution is to take that. And because my message go to 3 billion people, I get 3 billion potential customers. If from those 3 billions, I sell 100 million of these, and I sell them at 10 a pop, that's a billion. And then came YouTube. And I remember 15 years ago, I told an artist, this is gonna replace TV. And they were like, this guy's crazy. Like, please put my video on DVDs. Please don't put it on YouTube. I need to sell DVDs. Please put the video on Trace TV, on MTV, because I need people to see it. And I was like, no, with this, we'll just send people a link and they will be able to see your video. And everybody was looking at me like crazy. And today, everybody can have their show. Listen, if I decide to do this show every day for half an hour at 8 p.m. and I become the news, I tell you the news that I'm interested in, and I give you my opinion, I can do it. A bunch of people are doing it now. A bunch of people are becoming alternative news sites and alternative opinion places where they can express their opinions, just like I do here, and just like we do together. We discuss various subjects. And the people who used to make billions of dollars out of selling ads and spreading their truth to everybody are now in competition with not one person, but millions of people who can listen. You go on Twitter, you want to know the opinion of those people is there. The opinion of those people is there. And every group has their opinion. And every group is fighting for their truth to be the truth. You know why? Because everybody believes that their opinion is the truth. But it's two different things. The truth is here alone. Everything else is opinions. Okay, if I tell you that the sky is blue, if we don't go to the semantics of who decide what is the color blue, whatever, listen, if to my eyes, to the eyes of most people, I look up, the sky is blue, this is the truth. Now, if you come and tell me it's pink, I'm gonna disagree with you because I can see. So we're talking about facts, and you're telling me now it's pink because that's what I want. I will disagree with you. Now, if we take the iPhone 13 and I'm telling you that I love this phone for X and X and X reasons, and you telling me that you don't like the phones for X and X and X reasons. Those are opinions. We try it. I like it. You don't like it. That's opinions. It doesn't mean that it's a bad phone. Because if you think it's a bad phone, that's your opinion. If I think it's a good phone, that's my opinion. It's not the truth. It's just opinions. And a lot of people are trying to play this game where they want to make you believe that their opinions are the truth. And they will just mix everything together so that they put a little bit of fact plus a little bit of opinion, and now now they have this amazing thing called my truth that they say, yeah, it's not the truth, it's my truth. Speak your truth, queen. Yo, now speak your opinion. It's not the truth. And we have this tendency now of wanting to privatize sentences, words, definitions, and emotions, and also to privatize victimhoods. So let me go straight to the subject. Which lives matters? The black ones? The blue ones? The white ones? The Japanese ones? The niggas with big dicks? Like, which ones matters? Yo, it's just a phrase, and you should not feel if I say Black Lives Matters. First of all, it's a movement, it's an enterprise that some people will say it's a scam, some people will say it's to save lives, some people say it's a movement, it's important, etc. Okay, but it's a phrase. And when you're gonna say White Lives Matters, people are gonna say, nah, this is the phrase that the white supremacists use, and etc. And now you cannot use it, you cannot say it. And you're like, since when you guys in the US decided to privatize language, and everybody else in the world is following you like idiots, and we cannot even talk common sense anymore because we can only talk different truths from different people and the emotions that are created from these truths. So one maniac that is having bipolar episodes wakes up one day, decides he's gonna wear a t-shirt that says that white lives matters. And if you don't live in the crazy society of today, and you just watch, like, let's say you live in Congo, or let's say you live in Burundi, and you have no clue of that those phrases now belong to different groups, and you cannot say this, and you see a t-shirt that says White Lives Matters. Maybe you're gonna think it's a song, maybe you're gonna think it's when they say White Lives Matter, maybe you're gonna think it's an expression to mean something special. Maybe white lives is something that it's not white people, or maybe it is, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I don't care, like, you wear what you want to wear. But then it's like people are gonna go crazy everywhere, and people are gonna come and tell you, you cannot say that. And the free thinker that everybody decided that he's I'm going to tell you again what I said before. And listen, the reason I'm tired of this guy is that I'm respecting the work of all the creative genius because I'm a creator. Kanye is an amazing musician. He's listen, okay. All right. So you guys think that this is worth $2,000. And you guys think it's beautiful. I mean, I don't know. I find them awful, but this is fashion. There's no, I wouldn't say that I don't have the, I'm not, listen, I never owned one of these shoes. And okay. So this for you is creative genius. Wow. All right. If you say so, I believe you. All right. Wait. This is worth fighting, right? Like, listen, I'm not gonna be here and slamming on somebody's work as an artist. It's the expression of an artist, right? Art is the expression of an artist. Some people will like, some people will not like. It is how it is. I don't have nothing against that. I do my own clothing. You might think that this t-shirt is simple, nothing special. You might like it. I do songs. You might like them. You might not like them. I respect the fact that it's an opinion. It's a feeling. Art is a feeling. It's a feeling that you put into music, into clothing, into this, into that. And once you do it, the people will react differently to the art. And I'm not particularly a fan of Kanye's music. I've never been. My hip hop is the hip hop from a decade before. So I know that he's an amazing producer. He has some great songs. I don't know his work. Like I don't have like that emotional connection to Graduation like a lot of people who are in their 30s have. I have that emotional connection with Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Naughty by Nature, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys' first album. That's my generation. I'm 48. So, and whatever the connection you have with the musician, the art, it doesn't mean that first they are intelligent. It just means that they are talented. And then if you buy the shoes, you buy the everything else they do, when you come listen to their opinions, I cannot criticize that because that's exactly what everybody here came to do. You know me from one reason or another. For most people, it's because of my music, and because of that, you come to my channel, listen to what I have to say. So I cannot have nothing against that. But does it mean that everything I say you have to agree with? No. Does it mean that everything that I say is gospel? Hell no. No. I'm going to say what I feel about things, and I reserve the right to change my opinions as I get information, as time goes by, as the knee-jerk reaction let me think a little bit, and events continue going by, and I change my mind. And I reserve the right to understand what goes on in the world and talk about it and have a conversation with everybody about it. But does it mean that because I'm a Zouk, Kizomba, Coupé Décalé superstar, everything I say is, you have to take it and say, oh, Kaysha said this, so it's the truth? Please, no. Please think for yourselves. And there's only two ways with Kanye, in my opinion. Way one, he's a master genius at trolling and using people's emotions to sell something. And the only thing he cares about is not the backlash, is to sell his stuff. And whenever he needs, he's gonna come to think as himself as a white person and wants to be accepted by the whites. And this is really an American problem. I mean, it happens in other places too, but let's keep it simple. And whenever he do something to piss off the whites, then he goes back to the blacks and say, black people, save me. And the black people run to save him. Because, I don't know, because they believe there's only one like him and we cannot lose him or whatever. And I've been looking from afar. Either he's a master at using people because he understood that the internet is 99% people like this, where you can write anything and make them think whatever, and when they piss at you, it only lasts a month, and then you do a song or you pretend you're a pastor, and then everything disappears, and then you just morph into something different all the time. Or he's crazy. And he's having manic episodes every time that there's a stressful event, and he goes on Twitter and Instagram and he just starts ranting and rambling, and whatever somebody tells him, he doesn't process and he just regurgitate, and depending on who he's talking to, he's gonna have your talking point. So if he sits down with Candace Owens, he's gonna just go and regurgitate what she says. And listen, I'm subscribed to her channel, and I watch some of her videos. I don't agree with everything she says, but there's a lot of things that she says that I agree with, that I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Like, it depends the subject. So I don't hate her. I don't see why I should hate her, because I believe that most people have lazy emotions. Most people, they go on YouTube to know about somebody, to know about Kanye, to know about Andrew Tate, to know about this, to know about that, to know about that person. Most people don't know the facts. Most people don't care. They just want to know, do the people I follow, who do we hate today? Where's my dopamine of today? Oh my God, I'm a trash. Dopamine shot. Let's go. And then they whole hate on somebody, and they actually don't know what the person said, or they saw a snippet and they just want to react to something because it has become a drug. The reacting to stuff is a drug now.